Fiat currency, of course, is a currency that exists at the dictate or by fiat from a government. You say they have their printing presses, and the paper money rolls off the printing presses. And then they give it the fiat designation, which makes the currency official. It's just worthless paper. But when Ben Bernanke gives it the special sign, and they have the cult meeting at the Federal Open Market Committee meetings, it suddenly becomes currency.
If you look at what's really going on, it's a con game. And so there's confidence. Well, the Federal Reserve is very forthright about what they're doing. If you read their websites, they'll tell you it's a confidence game. They tell you that there's no intrinsic value in their money. They'll tell you that they printed backed by absolutely nothing. They actually display all these facts. But if you tell somebody in the public that this stuff is created out of thin air, there's no backing whatsoever, it's absolutely worthless, it's about as valuable as monopoly money, they'll look at you like you're nuts.
Is there an example throughout history of a fiat currency, a piece of paper that's unbacked by anything, surviving?
Short answer, no. Long answer, no. And here's why. When Addison Wiggin took over at the Daily Record, when they got cranked up, Bill Warner asked him to catalog all of the fiat currencies throughout history and what happened to each of them. Addison dutifully went to work. Within a short period of time, he had gone through the alphabet. All the fiat currencies that started with the letter A were done. They all went to zero. He was halfway through the letter B, and all the fiat currencies that started with the letter B, and there were 600 of them in just the first letter and a half of the alphabet, and every single one of them went to zero. Every one. 600 fiat currencies that start with the letter A, and half of the ones that start with the letter B are 600 of these things. Not one ever came close. Do you think this one, the United States dollar, is going to be the first one after all that? I don't think so, no.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Quadash, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, are two great kings, the gods that the King James Bible speaks of, which again, the true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, who the world of ignorance calls Christ. True name is Yahweh Shai. Second of all, I want to give the honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar and on down, that rule and teach well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson, or however long the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I want to name the video, all physical cash eventually goes to zero, or all fiat currencies go to zero. Salakia. All right. And Lord Wells brothers just saw the video I just played through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You had some top financial experts on there. Max Kaiser, David Morgan, and I forget this guy's name. All right, but you know, top of the line guys, well respected guys. All right, and they you know, just broke down and went into a little bit how eventually all fiat currencies, you know, physical cash eventually becomes worthless. All right, eventually. All right, like none of them survive. All right, like this guy right here said, again, I forget his name, but like he said, the US dollar will be no different. All right, all it is paper, worthless paper. All right, printed up out of nothing, backed by nothing, no real value, but just confidence by the consumers or whatever. All right, that's it. It's not backed by gold. It's not backed by anything. All right. Only thing that kind of, you know, still, only thing that kind of gives it its power a little bit still. All right, is the petrodollar. All right, which that's coming to an end. All right, that's coming to an end. You know, countries having to exchange their currencies into US dollars in order to purchase oil. All right, which that's pretty much over with. You had India, I think like maybe like what, 1 or 2 years ago. All right, they purchased oil for rupees, I think it was. All right. And the Saudis have said that they're willing to accept or exploring, looking into other currencies for oil or whatever, the different OPEC nations, which are all, by the way, all of them or most of them, all of them pretty much. I think it's like 80% of them. All right. Um, well, yeah, like 80% of them, maybe not all of them, but 80% of them, they're all in the BRICS. All right. So, and we know that the BRICS nations are trying to challenge the beast, NATO and the EU. All right. Financially and so on and so forth. All right. Economically and so on and so forth. All right. But yeah, another thing that inspired this lesson is just all the talking videos and things coming out now about digital currencies. All right. Of course, you got the prophets, starting with the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and brothers ranking on down. All right. Speak constantly about digital currencies or the mark of the beast, which is the microchip technology. But also outside of the prophets, you also have Edomites speaking about digital currency. A digital currency system is coming. All right. Speaking on the mark of the beast, and they know what it is, the microchip technology. And you got some jakes out there that are speaking on it. Regular Israelites. All right. They ain't in the camp or nothing. All right. Are speaking on digital currencies and the collapse of the US dollar and the ushering in of the digital money system, which the end game of it, that digital money system that's to come, is the masses of people taking a microchip in order to buy and sell things. All right. But yeah, this was a good hit. US dollar and all fiat currencies go to zero. All right, and this was put up January 1st, 2014. So like what, about 11 years, 12 years, maybe a little over, maybe. All right. And now we're going into 2026. All right. And now it's all coming together. This whole financial system is falling apart. All right. And one of them Russian leaders came out and said that basically America is trying to move this system under the stable coin to erase its debt, which ultimately they're just they're just pushing out this whole physical money system out of the way. All right. And ushering in the digital money system. All right. But yeah, Trump's talking about America. He wants America to be the crypto capital in the world. Pretty much every country around the world are exploring a digital currency. And again, that Russian leader said that America is trying to reset the system under this stable coin thing to eliminate its debt, basically to reset the system and put it under the digital money system. Which again, in order for you to participate in it, you'll have to have the mark of the beast, which is the microchip technology. All right. So scriptures tell you that pretty much a caste of society is coming. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. He calls them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the mark in their right hand or in their forehead. It's lucky my voice is a little, messed up. A little bit under the weather the last few days. Verse 17, and that no man, right, let me read that again. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. All right, and of course that mark, that charagma, all right, is talking about the microchip technology. All right, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, say he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, so you can't buy and sell anything unless you have this mark. All right, so that tells us what fiat currencies, including the US dollar, has to go. All right, because the prophecies clearly said, all right, the Lord clearly said there that if you don't have the mark, you can't buy and sell anything. So fiat currencies have to go. They have to be pushed out of the way. All right, again, there's going to be no alternatives. All right, either you take the C-HIP or you won't buy and sell anything. There ain't going to be, the choice of using the dollar or anything else. It's take this C-HIP or it's nothing. All right, and that's where faith comes in. Like the Lord Yahweh Shah spoke about the hour of temptation. And that's when the hour of temptation really kicks off, when the MOTB has been made mandatory. All right, but yeah, again, this prophecy said that no man might buy or sell, so unless you have that mark. So again, all this fiat currency has to go. It was like these guys were saying, these financial experts in this video were saying, all fiat currencies go to zero, all of them, meaning they eventually all become worthless. All right, and the U.S. dollar is no different. Let me play that last part. This is for fair use purposes only. I'm not using this for any monetary gain, just for educational purposes only. Fair use, fair use. Play this guy. I forgot this guy's name, man.
Throughout history of a fiat currency, a piece of paper that's unbacked by anything, surviving?
Short answer, no. Long answer, no. And here's why. When Addison Wiggin took over at the Daily Record, when I got cranked up, Bill Warner asked him to catalog all of the fiat currencies throughout history and what happened to each of them. Addison dutifully went to work. Within a short period of time, he had gone through the alphabet. All the fiat currencies that started with the letter A were done. They all went to zero. He was halfway through the letter B, and all the fiat currencies that started with the letter B, and there were 600 of them in just the first letter and a half of the alphabet, and every single one of them went to zero. Every one. 600 fiat currencies that start with the letter A, and half of the ones that start with the letter B are 600 of these things. Not one ever came close. Would you think this one, the United States dollar, is going to be the first one after all that? I don't think so. No.
Yeah, like he said, no currency survives, including the U.S. dollar, which is on borrowed time. Real deal borrowed time. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors again to my elders and apostles of a great millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers that push truth and sincerity. With that, I'm going to say shalom.